Hey YouTube. Whew. So it's still my first day at the host family's house. I will have the tour attached to the beginning of this. Yeah, and I just woke up from a little nap. I'm actually a little annoyed with myself. Like, there's two other people that are also doing volunteer projects that are living here, and one of them was um like I was in my room, and then he came back and he like did something and then he left again. But I was really annoyed at myself that I just had like I just had kind of like this anxiety moment where I just was like, I'm new and I don't really know what's going on. So I felt too anxious to actually go out and like introduce myself. Which is a little bit annoying to me now in the aftermath because I heard him on the phone talking to whoever about going to the beach or something, which I think would have been a better option for me than to just be here. Because honestly, like, I think I've told you guys before, and I think I'm pretty honest in my videos. Like, one of the reasons I travel as much as I do is because for me it's kind of an escapism, to keep me from thinking too much and to keep me from being bored. And because when those things happen, I tend to start thinking too much and thinking too much about where I am in life and what's the meaning of life and all these kind of things. And you know, now it's kind of like, so I think it's like 5 o'clock now, and I have nothing really to distract me here. I walked around a little bit, and um, so I don't want to completely just what was I saying, like just generalize how it is here in Africa, but at least so far from what I've seen in Salaam, it's, even though this is a city of, I think they said 6 million or 8 million. Well, you guys might want to look it up online. Um, there's just a lot of areas where there's just nothing, and so I this place that they put me in is really nice. It's actually probably nicer than the hotels I've been staying at in Africa. So try to figure out how to hold this. Um, so for that, I'm very thankful because it's a really nice place. I didn't know what to really expect in terms of the housing that they were going to put me in. Uh, this is obviously one of the nicer areas of Dar es Salaam. When I first got here and I was in a hotel for 2 days, like I was in a much less nice, a less nice part of town. So I'm kind of glad that I'm not there. But at the same time, like I said, there's just nothing here. Like it's a suburb. There's not even like, maybe like this is one of those. This is where like really the challenge comes. That a lot of the people when I was still working in Japan, they even mentioned it. They were like, "You're going from Japan to Africa." Like it seems like you're really setting yourself up to not failure, but just really have a rough time with dealing with it. I think a lot of people would probably do it the other way around, where like they go to Africa and then they go to Tokyo, and it's like, oh wow, what an easy transition. So it's like obviously in Japan, I've just gotten used to things like convenience stores and coffee shops, and there's none of that here. Um, Also, there's always the issue of safety. Even though this is a nicer neighborhood, the host mom, um, she even said like, you gotta be really careful. Like even if maybe you're not in danger of being murdered or kidnapped or something, there is still a good chance that somebody might try to grab your bag or. So this is also still not a place I really feel massively comfortable just walking around either. Not to mention that it's hot as hell. um, so yeah, I know starting tomorrow, like if officially the project starts and I'll have things to do, and you know, and I can hopefully get like a SIM card for my phone and use that as a hotspot so I can have access to my friends and the rest of the world. But I'm really already just this day has been really tough for me already because I've had too much downtime, just kind of sitting here and thinking and contemplating, and it's one of those things that I try to avoid and escape as much as I can. Yeah. Um, what else? It's Sunday. Is there anything I could tell you guys that you guys might be interested in? I don't know. This is the thing where it's like it's bad when I have Wi-Fi because I'd be like, "Oh, ask me questions. I'll answer them in the next video." But as I don't even know, in the one video I was able to load, like from my flight here, people said like the sound isn't working, so maybe the upload wasn't even good. So yeah, that's really all. I don't even know what this video is about. It's kind of like saying, "Hey, I'm here, and I'm ready for things to start," because right now I'm just kind of living and thinking. I don't want to be thinking. Thinking is always like thinking is my worst enemy. Yeah. Okay. And hopefully starting tomorrow, very amazing videos. I'm excited. I'm anxious. I'm nervous. Yeah. We'll see. I really, maybe because I really don't know what to expect at all as of this point. Like everything I've been kind of told hasn't really been 100% accurate. Even like where I'm living. One of the things that, so I don't know if I ever talked about this with you guys, but like one thing I have a really hard time sleeping in general. Like, you're just somebody who has a really hard time just relaxing and letting my brain shut off. Like it's just like something that's really really difficult for me. And knowing this, I told like the volunteer group, I was like, I don't really care about a lot of things. I don't really care like a big room or a nice room or a nice house or whatever. I don't care, but I'm very particular about having my own space. Like I'm not a hostile kind of tourist. I'm not, like I just can't do any of those things. Like it's one of those things where a lot of people are like, but you save so much money, and I'm like, yeah, but for me it doesn't in the end pay out because I can't sleep, I can't relax, and that's what I'm at the end of the day paying for. So I told them like, I was like, I don't even care about anything else, but I need to have my private room. And then I was told, yes, we guarantee you get a private room. I was even told I'd have my own bathroom, which I don't care about so much, to be honest. And then I get here, and the first thing they try to do is like put me in a room with somebody else. And then I was like, oh, great, now it already has to kind of start with me seeming like super bitchy and awkward because I had to be like, I was promised my own room. um, which I was like, oh god, no, I feel like they're already gonna have like this opinion of me, like, oh my god, this guy's gonna be one of those, he's gonna be trouble, like it's kind of like, well, I specifically asked for it for a reason, it's not just like, ugh, I don't like having a roommate. It's like I just know that if I have a roommate, I will not sleep for the whole time I'm here. So yeah, luckily enough, this place has did have another room that was a single person room. That's the host family. So yeah, so I got lucky, and they were like, "Yeah, it's no problem." Except that this room doesn't have a fan, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, I'll probably be dying. Yeah. So the point is, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. I think that's part of like where my anxiety is coming from in terms of starting this project. I don't know really. I don't really know how big are the classrooms going to be. How many hours am I going to be working, and how is the English level going to be? Like, supposedly I'm an assistant English teacher, but at the same time, some of the writings make it sound like I'm going to be predominantly the one teaching. And since I don't really have a curriculum or anything, it's kind of like, what am I doing? What's going on? Um, but yeah, I just kind of want to keep it fun and light. It's kind of, I mean, it is a volunteer thing, so it's not like they're expecting me to do this whole school year, really. So, yeah, I find all that out tomorrow. What could I tell you guys? I don't know if there's anything else I could tell you guys. My curtains are see-through. The neighbors can see me. I have to be conscious of that tonight when I have lights on. It's just like weird and embarrassing how anxious it makes me to not have Wi-Fi. And like I said, it's mostly to do with distraction. Like, it makes me very anxious to not have something to distract me. I do have like Kindle, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's like also because I kind of feel stuck in this place right now because I don't even really. Usually what I do, like when I do have Wi-Fi and I go to a hotel, like first thing I do is like open Google Maps and I see, okay, where am I, and what's around, and how far is it to walk to this, and how far is it to walk to that, and but here like I don't have that, so I'm kind of like, I don't know, it feels a little bit like, okay. I don't even know why I'm making this video. People are probably like, this is your first evening, like, chill the fuck out. And you guys are right, I should, but I just really don't want to think. I even did something really terrible. So, not my ex of 6 years, but the guy I dated before him. Him and I had not a bad breakup, but then, like, some really shady stuff happened afterwards I never really talked about on YouTube. But like I wrote him an email. I wrote him an email because the other day like I was really thinking about him a lot. And then he wrote me back, and then I wrote him back one more time. And then since then he hasn't written me back, and that's like constantly going through my head too. I'm like, why hasn't he written me back again? Not that he's under any obligation because he has like a new life, a new boyfriend, maybe even married. I don't know. No, they're not married. Are they married? Maybe, I don't know. Which is part of the reason why it's a little bit shady on my part that I should be sending him emails. But nothing like I love you or something like that. Like just kind of like, hey, how are you? Blah blah. I was thinking about you. That's it. I'm not that kind of guy who's like, I miss you. I love you. Get back together with me. Like no, and I don't even want to get back together with him. Like that wasn't the point of the emails at all. But like he's a really really good guy, and like he's like one of those people who really like cares about people and wants their best. So I'm kind of used to him kind of being a caretaker when I feel a little bit depressed. That's more like what I'm talking about. So I'm like, I'm feeling kind of depressed and lonely, and usually you cheer me up, and you haven't written me back. Why? I'm really just kind of trying to find ways to extend this video. Because I'm like, as soon as this video stops, what am I going to do? I need to iron the clothes. But I feel weird because the host mom's family is here, and I don't kind of want to go out there and be like, This is what the thing where, like, I feel like sometimes you guys have a very different view of me than because of the way I maybe come across on YouTube. Like, I come about like this really like, these are my opinions, and this is how I feel, and this is how the world goes. But like, I'm actually really reclusive. I'm actually my natural. I'm not shy. Like that would not be the right word. But I'm very awkward, I would say. And what's what's the right word I'm trying to, like, I'm not shy. I'm definitely not shy. Like, trying to get you guys to believe that I'm shy would be a lie. But I'm not, I'm really bad at small talk. I'm really bad at, like, social groupings. Like, if it's just maybe one person, like, I do okay, but, like the whole, that's one of the reasons why I don't really go out, because I don't do well in those kind of situations. Like, I'm awkward. Like, I don't know how to maintain small talk and kind of fit into a group dynamic. Like, I'm really quick to then kind of become the wallflower and kind of be like, I'm just gonna sit over here. And like I said, it's not because I'm shy. It's just that I don't really, I just don't really understand the dynamics of that so well. Um, yeah, so it's not like I'm too shy to go and talk to her, but I just kind of feel like I wouldn't know how to approach it. It would make me feel really awkward to be like, so I need an iron. I really need an adapter too. That's not thing. I'm like, my kin. I'm kind of using up the power of my iPad now, making this video. I'm like, if the only thing I really have to distract me for the rest of this day is my Kindle, and if she doesn't have an adapter, then I can't charge my iPad, and what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna sit here and have to think, and I'm gonna think about all those things I don't want to think about, like being single, and getting older, and not really having a plan, and being single, and being single. And now that that thing with Saudi Arabia fell through, I don't know if I talked to you guys about that. Like, I had one job offer I accepted, then I ended up not being able to take it because of the way the visa process works. And since then, I haven't gotten, like, anything. Like, I haven't had any luck with any kind of jobs. Okay, that's not true. I haven't gotten any luck with any kind of job. The thing is, like, I'm not in this because I want to be a teacher. Like, some people, they want, their dream is to be a teacher, and, like, they're like, oh, and traveling is a perk. So because they actually want to teach, they probably aren't as bitchy about where they're being sent. The thing is, for me, this is, I want to travel. But the thing is, like, I want to travel to certain places. Like, I'm getting a lot of job offers from China, but China for me was like, Egypt and China, and even if I would like China, I was like, I kind of did Asia now. Like, I want to either be in the South America or the Middle East. Like, those are the places of the world I really, I, I mean, even Africa would be someplace I'd really, if I could get a paying job. Um, so those are the places I want to go. So, and those are places where I'm not finding anything. Like Saudi, there's a lot of jobs, but and there's job offers that I could probably fit to, but I can't. The visa process just is something I can't work with right now. And the UAE and Qatar and Kuwait, like they just don't want me. Like any kind of job I apply to, they're just like I don't even get responses. Um, I've gotten some responses from like South America, but like the pay is insanely low. Like $400, $500 a month, and I mean, I'm like, which I'm sure is a survivable um, income in a lot of those countries, but at the same time, like, I also need to be able to then go to the next place, and how am I going to do that with so little income? So yeah, too many things to think about, things I don't want to think about, making me a little anxious. And maybe I'm just anxious because tomorrow the thing's starting to. And now I've talked for 20 minutes, and I can't think of any more excuses to extend this video. Alright, all you guys take care and be safe, and sorry for this long babbly video of my first day, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour, and that's it. Bye. And here's me, looking sweaty and gross. Oh, very sweaty and very gross. Yeah, actually I'm totally okay with the place. The location is a little bit, because it's kind of a suburb, which means not really, you can't, like in European cities or even in Japan, you can jump on a metro or a bus and you can get anywhere. but here it's a little bit more difficult. So that might be like the one challenge. And of course no Wi-Fi, which is probably going to be the biggest struggle. Look at how much I'm sweating while I'm here to get out with no Wi-Fi. Guess I'll catch up on my reading. Yeah, so that was my little tour of where I'm living. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see how I can upload this. And then tomorrow is my first actual day on the project. So, bye. Alright, welcome to my room. This is where I'll be living during the duration of my program. These are not mine. I actually only came with 1, 2. Okay. And then if we move, another person. And this is, they actually wanted to put me in here and have me share a room. I said nope. And bathroom. So this is the street I'm going to be living on, Salaam. And I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but this is the house I'm doing a homestay. It's part of the project. And this is where I go in. I'll show you guys the house later. But since it's my first day here, I don't know how comfortable the mom, we're supposed to call her mom, which is a little bit weird for me. I'm like, well, I know most of the volunteers are maybe 20 years old and they feel okay calling somebody mom, but for me that's a little bit strange. So yeah, I'll show you guys this intersection, and then when I get back maybe I can show you guys my room and some of the parts of the house if the host mom feels comfortable. If not, then I probably can only show you guys my room. And here's the cross street. This is actually a very nice neighborhood, I've been told. And based off of what I've seen of the city, I agree. Right, and here's the house.